The DMB Project is so much more than a CD or an album that we recorded a couple of years ago. The DMB Project is a movement really to unite all congregations, all denominations, all types of people. It was meant to bring us together through music, through worship, through praise, because really we're serving one God. So that's exactly what the DMB Project is for. How did this happen? It just came about. It was one day just sitting there at a piano and I just began to sing and write, and then I brought friends in and friends began to sing with me and write music with me, and we all kind of caught the vision of what I feel like I had to make this thing work. And then as we went, God just began to open up doors where artists were coming in and we were able to travel and sing and minister with other people. And all of a sudden I was working with artists that I had only seen on television and, heard on the radio or something of that nature. But all of a sudden everything started to come into place and everything started to come together. There was a totally different side of this that I thought I would never see. And the doors opened that I thought would never open. And all of a sudden, God just did what God does. And we were on stages and we were singing. And when I sing and when I worship, it's so passionate. And people ask all the time, why are you jumping around and why are you so excited about everything? And I always say, well, what has God done for you? And if you really think about it, that's why I jump and that's why I sing and that's why I worship. So what do we do as a group and why Ignition? Because we're fire starters. What does an ignition do? It really turns on everything. It really gets everything fired up so that you can get from point A to point B. And that's what God gave me when we started Ignition, the group that sings and travels with me, is we start fires and we turn things up everywhere we go so that people can get from point A to point B to point C, so that you can get from one place to another, so that you can go from one level to another level. And that's what we do, and that's why I'm so passionate about it, and that's why I write the songs that I write, and that's why we're in the studio and we're getting these songs done and we have to share them with the world, because people need to hear it. They don't need to hear my music, but they need to hear the message. And that's why we put this together. This is why we do what we do. This is why I've been charged to do what I do. And that's what the DMB Project is about. It's a movement to unite us all, to bring us together, to worship, to praise, and to glorify one God.